A deal's been signed which could bring millions of pounds flooding into the West Midlands from oil-rich Middle Eastern states. Officials from Birmingham City Council will help set up a system of local government in Abu Dhabi.
Well, in return, politicians and business people from Birmingham will forge links with wealthy investors across the Gulf states. A warning that some flash photography in Giles Latcham's report.
Today, this city starts a new formal relationship with Abu Dhabi.
A relationship intended to bring jobs and prosperity to the West Midlands. The leader of the council signed a memorandum of understanding, hoping that Birmingham will sit down to do business with the capital of the United Arab Emirates. The Emirates flag outside the council house marks the start of a 5-year agreement under which Birmingham will offer its expertise and knowledge in local government in return for contacts with, introductions to some of the wealthiest private and state-backed investors through the Gulf states. Fabulously rich in oil and gas, Abu Dhabi is a good friend to make right now. No recession here, so as we struggle out of ours, why not look to Birmingham as a place to invest? A Kuwaiti consortium's already planning a £150 million skyscraper next to the Bullring. The Abu Dhabi contingent are keen on higher education.
Especially you're having 3 good universities around that we could train our people, and we could get some workshop done in here through, the good reputation that those universities have.
And then there's the private sector. This company makes a device which transmits patient information to hospitals, and it's eager for a shop window abroad.
It allows companies like us not only to prove technology can be successful outside of the NHS and outside of the UK, but it allows us to grow our business, bring employment to the region.
This is a prelude to business, not the business itself, but the doors do appear to be opening. Giles Latcham, BBC Midlands Today, Birmingham.
Well, joining us now in the studio is the leader of Birmingham City Council, Mike Whitby, who we saw in that report, of course. Thanks very much for joining us in the studio. Now, this looks great on paper, but introductions take time to turn into business deals. When are we going to see this bearing fruit in real business terms?
Well, first of all, the original meeting was actually January 2009. So this is now the fulfilment of delegations coming over from Abu Dhabi to the city of Birmingham, for us welcoming people from Abu Dhabi and showing them how the city of Birmingham runs, and they've been impressed by our big city plan, because we competed not long ago with Abu Dhabi for an accolade. They have their Vision 2030, where they want to be a global city with a local heart. Throughout the Gulf today, the headline is Global Cities with Local Heart. Abu Dhabi and Birmingham together. Well,
it all sounds great, but what does it mean in real terms? There'll be people watching this tonight that are facing losing their jobs. Some of them actually work for you. So how are you going to translate this deal into jobs for people?
Well, first and foremost, the Abu Dhabians have a whole... First of all, they're one of the most prosperous countries and part of a prosperous region in the world. Unlike America, Europe and Britain, they're not suffering from illiquidity. They are cash rich, and they want to invest that money.
But when are we going to see that happening and ultimately,
let me tell you this, no other city has an MOU with Abu Dhabi. That means Birmingham is at the forefront of negotiating and having a relationship with Abu Dhabi. So we should, your listeners, I'm quite sure, will be pleased with that. How we optimise the investment will actually be on deal per deal investment decision that will be made by them. The most important thing is they see Birmingham as a city to do business in. They want to invest in the city, and they've recognised this city.
Can you put a timescale on this? Are we going to see this bearing fruit in terms of jobs and proper investment in the next 2 years, 5, 10 years?
Well, the MOU is signed for 5 years. We already have almost £200 million from Kuwait coming into the city of Birmingham, and I'm quite sure that there will be a range of investments into this city. What's most important is they've chosen the city of Birmingham to choose to invest in. And after that, we literally have to enrich our relationship. But the fact that we've had His Excellency here today signing this document that I'm sure your viewers can now see is putting us at an advantage above all other cities.
We have to leave it there. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you too.
A roundup